Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. We're thrilled to have you here. Today, we're diving into one of the most foundational and often debated books of all time, Genesis. This book is not just a religious text, but a cornerstone of many cultural and historical narratives. Whether you're a long-time reader of scripture, someone curious about its origins, or just looking for a bit of literary history, stick around. We'll explore the fascinating stories and themes that have captivated readers for centuries. We've got about 10 minutes to unpack some of the key themes and stories in this incredible book, so grab a cup of coffee, get comfortable, and let's get started on this journey through Genesis. The word Genesis itself means origin or creation, and that's precisely what this book is all about. It lays the groundwork for the entire narrative of the Hebrew Bible, and consequently has had a profound impact on Western thought, law, and culture. We can broadly divide Genesis into two main parts. The first 11 chapters deal with what's often called primeval history. This section covers the grand sweep of creation, from God bringing the cosmos into existence in 6 days, to the creation of Adam and Eve, and their subsequent fall from grace in the Garden of Eden. These early chapters explore fundamental questions about humanity's relationship with God, the origin of sin and suffering, and the spread of civilization. We see the first murder with Cain and Abel, the rise of increasingly wicked societies leading to the Great Flood and Noah's Ark, and finally the story of the Tower of Babel, which attempts to explain the diversity of languages. Now, it's important to remember that these are ancient narratives. While some interpret them literally, many others see them as rich in symbolic meaning, exploring profound theological truths about God's sovereignty, human nature, and the consequences of our choices. The second part of Genesis, from chapter 12 onwards, shifts its focus to the patriarchal history, marking a significant transition in the narrative. This section introduces us to Abraham, a pivotal figure who God calls to leave his homeland and promises to make into a great nation, blessing him and his descendants. Abraham's story, along with those of his son Isaac, who continues the covenant with God, and grandson Jacob, who is later renamed Israel, forms the backbone of the Israelite identity, shaping the future of an entire people. We see God's covenant with Abraham, promising him land, descendants, and blessing. These narratives are filled with trials, faith, family drama, and God's unwavering commitment to his promises even when things look impossible. Think about the sacrifice of Isaac, a powerful and often unsettling story about faith and obedience. Or the complex relationship between Jacob and his brother Esau, filled with deception and eventual reconciliation. These stories are not always easy, but they offer deep insights into the complexities of human relationships and our relationship with the divine. One of the recurring themes throughout Genesis is the idea of covenant, a binding agreement between God and humanity. These covenants are not just simple agreements but are profound commitments that shape the course of biblical history. We see this first with Noah after the flood, where God promises never to destroy the earth with a flood again, symbolized by the rainbow. And most significantly with Abraham, who is promised land, descendants, and blessings that will extend to all nations. These covenants establish a special relationship and lay the groundwork for God's future interactions with the people of Israel, setting them apart as his chosen people. Another crucial element is the concept of blessing and promise. God consistently blesses individuals, ensuring their well-being and success, and promises future prosperity and descendants, often using vivid imagery like the stars in the sky to illustrate the vastness of his promises. This theme of promise is central to the overarching narrative of the Hebrew Bible, pointing towards future redemption and fulfillment. So, in just a few minutes we've touched on the vast scope of Genesis. From the creation of the universe to the beginnings of a specific family line that would become a nation. It's a book filled with powerful stories, complex characters, and enduring themes that continue to resonate today. What are your thoughts on the book of Genesis? What stories or themes stand out to you the most? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this quick overview, Be sure to like this video and subscribe for more explorations of fascinating texts and topics. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.